If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this scripture from the 13th chapter of Revelation. In the 16th verse, it says, He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. I suppose we could probably extrapolate there. He means everyone. Good and evil, foreign and domestic, no matter what language you spoke. I think we can all agree that this speaks of a one world currency. Now ask yourself a question. Has any leader that we have ever heard speak talk about there being a need for a one world currency? There are leaders out there that have wished perhaps the dollar wasn't so prevalent and that their currencies would have more prevalence inside the boundaries of their country. But I've never heard anyone say there should be just this one currency or just this other currency. Even in the realm of cryptocurrency, there are hundreds and hundreds of options. Well, guess what? The day has come. The day has come where a leader has now said there needs to be a one world currency. And it was the last president, 45. Don't believe me? The last president calls Bitcoin scam, denounces it for, quote-unquote, competing against the dollar, 7 June 2021. The former president called Bitcoin a probable, quote-unquote, scam on Fox Business Monday, complaining that it's competing against the U.S. dollar, which he wants to be the, you ready for this, currency of the world. During an interview on Fox Business, host Stuart Varney asked the former president for his thoughts on the popular cryptocurrency and whether he would invest in it. This is what the former president said. Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. That's his quote. I don't like it because it's another currency competing against the dollar. Another quote. I want the dollar to be the currency of the world. That's what I've always said. This is what he said. These are his words. I'm not putting words in his mouth. I'm not assuming anything. The former president of the United States just said, I want the dollar to be the currency of the world. Has any other leader ever said that they wanted their currency to supersede all other currencies in the world? Meaning they don't exist. Now, who remembers this from last year? See, Twitter got hacked internally. Somebody got access to some very secret high-level stuff inside and sent out this false tweet. And those who responded to it got hacked. And here is the article covering this from July of last year. Many forget about this because of what else was going on. Obama, Biden, Musk. Now does what's happening make sense? Twitter accounts of some of the most prominent U.S. political and business leaders, from Barack Obama and Joe Biden to Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett, were hacked Wednesday afternoon in an apparent effort to promote a Bitcoin scam. The attacks were stunning in scope and almost certainly coordinated. Others whose Twitter accounts were caught up in the security incident include Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Kanye West, Uber, Apple, Bloomberg. The accounts sent out tweets promising to double the money of anyone sending funds via Bitcoin within 30 minutes. And Twitter admitted they blew it. They dropped the ball. It's real. I didn't misquote the man. I didn't take words out of context. This was today on Fox Business. He said that he wanted the US dollar to be the one world currency. Let's look at it one more time. I want the dollar to be the currency of the world. I don't know how you take that any differently. It's begun. And I felt it was my duty, still having a platform here, to inform everyone that it has now been announced that this is the desire of the one who had his deadly wound that was healed. You see, even CNN has come out and said that, and this is a quote from one of their headlines, I'll have to find it, I'll put it down in the first pinned comment, that Trump is getting worse. How can that be? How can that be that he's been kicked off of Twitter, he's been kicked off of Facebook, he's been kicked off of virtually every social media platform, yet he can be getting worse? How can he be having more influence? Seems like that deadly wound was healed. Who is like unto the beast? Who shall make war with him? It seems like no matter what, there he is, always, demanding that no one compete with the dollar, demanding that the dollar be the currency of the world. You can read it for yourself. It's lining up with biblical prophecy, just like it was foretold. God bless. Pray for each other, lift each other up, like, share, subscribe. We will see you tonight on Twitch.